welcome back to the world of Fandom Fights. I'm your host, the King Kaleb Koho, fresh off the boat from the Florida Keys, back for the Fandom Fights. And here to join me today, as always, the lovely Tim the Brzakala. How you doing, Tim?
I'm doing great. We're here for another retirement match. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Last one of the season. We've had a few of these this season. I believe this is the fourth, maybe
fourth
fifth
retirement match on the year. Yep.
Yeah. So we got a couple players that we haven't seen in singles in a bit, but we'll see what happens. Yeah,
absolutely. We've seen Jake a little bit more recently playing teams with Antonio Chavez in that tournament as Bounty Hunters Anonymous. He hasn't played singles though since last year's 32-person tournament where he played Eli McKegg and lost on the last question. Very close one. Last time we saw Dave. Dave played Jim Green, I believe, last season was the last time we saw Dave. It is going to be a great match between these two, I think.
Mild cutout there. Yes. No, I'm excited. I mean, like you said, Jake has been playing a little bit of teams. They unfortunately didn't make it that far in the tournament, but they played really, really well. So he has some experience with Fandom recently. But like you said, Dave hasn't played in a while. Will that affect, or is he about to come out and be the new GOAT? Is he about to kick Maggie Brzakala's GOATness and become the new one? I don't know.
Well, we'll find out. We'll hear what these two players have to say right now in promos.
Listen, Jake, you're not as bad as this record says you are. Basically, this is how wrong Fandom was run for so long with Kaleb Koho at the helm. Remember when he suspended all of us last season? And he gave you Robert Parker that never lost a Fandom match. Ooh, great choice. And then Eli. What kind of scheduling is that? You have to face the same guy twice? That's just awful. He had to play Jim Green. Jim Green hasn't watched anything besides Tenet in 2020. Like, what is going on right now? So you played really well in teams. I think you have a really good shot of winning this and hopefully improving your record. But guess what? Right around that corner, right, you'll probably play Eli McKegg again. Or Robert Parker will be back, and you'll have to play that, and then you'll be in a retirement match round 75. Listen, I just hope you win tonight. Dave, you're a nice guy. Dave didn't even know how this match even happened. Like Dave said, what? This is still a division, and he's here to play. So we have an edge because he doesn't even know what this is right now. So, Jake, do what you're doing.
It sucks, to play pretty good. I'm never saying that I'm like one of the best Fandom players. I enjoy it. I think I do pretty well. I have fun. But I had to play 2 of the top 10 best Fandom players, arguably, ever. It kind of just sucks that I got put in this situation. I mean, arguably.
Listen, Eli is the most overhyped, like, off-brand cookie that you can absolutely, like, have. So I wouldn't say that. Robert is. Yes, Robert is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, a bit too much, but still, I like to keep playing. I like Dave; he's a cool guy. But I just want to keep playing. I want to be in this league next season. So,
Koho, take that hat off. You look stupid. Let's go.
Right, yeah, my turn. That was some really nice words there. I'm a cool guy. I'm a nice guy. I'll be brutally honest. I thought I was retired already. And apparently, I'm in a match. Yeah, Jake. Jake, you're good. You know stuff. Look. I'm here for some fun. I'm here because I'm just not quite bedtime yet. I've got some massive holes in my knowledge. I've got some pretty strong categories. If they come up right, who knows? Back a guy into a corner, come out swinging. Yeah, it's time to come out swinging, I suppose. Let's bring it on.
All right, Tim. Cody coming out with heat. Dave's here because it's not bedtime. And that's why all of us are here, I think. It's because I'm not ready to go to sleep yet. But I'm excited to see what these two do. Fair points. Cody, make that point again. I'll make sure you get suspended again. I'm not past that point. But you know what? I think we can go ahead and see what these guys are going to do. Any thoughts on those promos?
I like your hat personally. It's better than the sleeveless shirts. So
better than the old crown,
that too. I'm okay with it. If this is what we get instead of those other things, I'm okay with it.
Absolutely.
Like it. Yeah,
Jacoby's rubbing off on me.
That's fair.
We'll go ahead and we'll get right into round number 1, which works like this. Both players are going to get 10 questions worth 1 point apiece from 10 different areas in the realm of Fandom Fights. For round number 1, you're going to get 3 repeats for the entirety of the match and a challenge rule. Should you get all 9 questions correct, you'll get a bonus question. Any questions as we get to round number 1? All right, then your first question of the match comes from the category of Fandom Oscars. What song from Pinocchio won Best Original Song?
I almost started singing, and that would have been bad.
That would have been great if it was some Blink-182. I think you nailed it.
All the small things. Is this Clock
breaks out of
Stoppers or is this Fandom Fights? I don't know.
What's the difference? 5,
Add Clock Stoppers to
3,
Fandom
2,
2020.
1. Hands down. We'll start with Dave
When You Wish Upon a Star?
and Jake.
When You Wish Upon a Star.
Both correct. All right, 1-1 as we get to the second question.
Okay, I'm already ahead of where I thought I'd ever be. Oh, going strong.
All right, guys. Question number 2 is in the category of Rocky. How many films in the Rocky franchise did Ryan Coogler direct? If you could direct a film in any franchise, what would it be?
Pirates of the Caribbean, no question.
Not the Chick franchise?
I've already finished that. I did my end game for that already.
That's right. Maybe I'll do a prequel.
I would love to see you try and make a prequel to Chick.
2, 1. Thumbs down.
We'll start with Jake
1.
and Dave.
1.
That is correct. And we are all tied up 2-2 as we get to the third question in the category of James Bond. In Skyfall, Q gives Bond a pistol that has what unique quality?
You have some unique qualities.
My wardrobe being one of them.
Your hair changes colors.
My hair changes with the seasons. That is an actual thing that happens to my hair, not actually dyeing it. Like it naturally changes. It's weird.
We're getting some head shakes from Vex.
Cody can say no all he wants. It's true.
3.
I have many
2,
photos to prove it.
1. Thumbs down.
All right, we'll start with Dave
Fingerprint recognition.
and Jake.
Yeah. Can only be used by Bond.
I think we can accept both of those.
Yeah.
So 3-3 as we get to the fourth question, Tim.
Next one is in the category of Disney live action. These are Disney movies with live action people in them. Okay. The question is, which of the Pevensey children is the first to visit Narnia in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe?
So have you heard that Netflix is making like a series out of this?
Is that real?
Yeah, I think so. I heard about that like a while ago.
I
I
love these books. The movies,
Same.
I like the first one, but these books are actually awesome. So if that's
Awesome.
real, like
7 seasons of 8 episodes apiece would be my dream. Just
5. Agreed. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's
All right, so we will start with Jake
Lucy.
and Dave.
I did not have that one.
All right, so Jake takes a 4-3 lead as we get to the fifth question in the category of scores and soundtracks. Randy Newman has composed the scores for all of the films in both the Monsters, Inc. franchise and what other Pixar franchise?
I watched a Pixar film today,
Oh, really?
but I don't want to say which one in case that might.
I did my own Pixar watch a little while ago. TWOHIG would not be happy with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10's down. We'll start with Dave.
Cars.
That's incorrect. And Jake.
Oh, sorry.
Toy Story is correct for the point.
He didn't do Cars 2.
I was about to say, I believe Michael
Cars 2
Giacchino
was Michael.
randomly did Michael Giacchino.
Because Randy
Cars
Newman was not interested, as were all of us. All right, we're going to go to the sixth question, which comes in what category, Tim?
Disney animation. Back into the world of Disney, this time with animated characters. All right, the question is, in Fantasia, during the Mickey Sorcerer segment, Mickey uses magic to bring to life brooms that help him carry buckets of what? Nick Twig giving me the middle finger from backstage for asking a question from this film. I'm sorry that I watched it and felt the need. It's in the category. I felt the need to write a question.
That's fair. That's fair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Jake.
Am I overthinking this? Water and soap.
And Dave.
No, I just went just water, but yeah.
I think we can accept both those.
We can accept both. Water is correct. We do not need the
Yeah, I was
answer.
like, it's got to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm massively overthinking that.
All right, your seventh question comes in the category of Middle Earth. In the Two Towers, which member of Theoden's family dies, which Eowyn and him mourn over?
I don't want to throw off anyone, but this is not the normal spot that I usually see Mr. Maringoni, and he does have a helmet behind him. Ooh, we got a repeat from Dave.
You have a repeat first from Dave. In the Two Towers, which member of Theoden's family dies, which Eowyn and him mourn over?
Pretty sure this is my roommates.
Okay, I was gonna say this is definitely his fandom room because it's just got the helmet of our dearly beloved
Mandalorian.
There you go. I was going to make a joke. That was Captain Kirk.
3, 2, 1. Pens down.
We will start with Dave.
I can never remember. Is it Aemma? It's not Aemma, is it? Aemma's the one that lived. Oh,
And Jake.
I just said his son? Question.
His son is correct. So Jake will get the point on that one. Makes it 7-4. As we get to the 8th question, Tim.
For fuck's sake, I overthought that as well. Sorry.
The question is in quotes. Fandom quotes. And the question is, which MCU character says, "Someone peed my pants. Not sure if it was the baby me or the old me, or was it just me? I don't want to say anything about this at all.
No, there's an observation that one could make at this point.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cody is screaming. Pens down. We're gonna go to Jake.
Scott Lang.
And Dave.
Scotland.
Both are correct. So it's 8-5 as we get to your penultimate question in the category of round number 1. Category of Wizarding World. How old does Harry turn on his birthday in the Sorcerer's Stone? Or the Philosopher's Stone, for those of international origin.
Correct.
I literally put that at the time.
I know, I just figured I would comment it because I thought it was a funny quote that you wrote next to the question.
Thank you. Oh, man. Jake still perfect through
Jake
8.
is perfect through 8 as we are on the 9th question.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
All right, we'll start with Dave.
Total shot in the dark 10.
Jake.
11th birthday.
11 is correct. As we get to the final question, round number 1. If Jake hits this, he will have achieved a perfect round, Tim.
That is accurate. Will he get that perfect round? I don't know. Let's find out. Cody's just getting mad that we're saying perfect round over and over again. The final question is in the category of Worlds of DC. And the question is, in Birds of Prey, what is the name of the chemical plant that Harley destroys? I like this movie. I know that you were just so on it, correct?
I liked it maybe a little bit more than the last time. I still don't love it, but it's good. It's fine.
There you go. It's fair enough.
It exists.
The macaw is home now, if anyone was wondering. 5.
The goat's
4.
in the building.
3. She has entered the building. 2, 1. Pens down.
All right, we will start with Jake
Ace Chemicals.
and Dave.
I'm an Axis Chemicals.
And that is a perfect round for Jake Maringoni. Ace Chemicals is correct. So we'll give you the bonus question just to you, Jake. If you hit this, you will enter the perfect round 1 club. Your question is a mixed bag one. We pull it in, reach it out, so wherever we get. In X-Men Days of Future Past, what is the full name, first and last, of the man who founds the Sentinel program?
Five, 4.
Is it Oliver Task?
That is incorrect. Boulevard Trask. You are dancing, unfortunately, but 10-5 will be our score then coming out of round number 1, Tim.
That is what I have as well, Mr. Kaleb.
All right, then we will get into round number 2, which works like this. You're each going to get a chance to spin from the lovely wheel from wheeldecide.com. If you like the category you land on, you are going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. You can opt multiple choice. It takes it down to being only worth 1. You can spin away from the category you land on the first time, but you're stuck with whatever you land on the second time. Dave has 2 repeats. Jake has all 3 as we get into round number 2. Any questions?
No.
All right. The categories on the wheel are Star Wars, Fandom Oscars, James Bond, Scores and Soundtracks, Marvel, Middle-earth, Fandom Quotes, and Pixar. Jake, would you like to go first or second?
I think you're playing really well, but we have a strategy. We always go second. So even though the wheel has been spinning on Wheel Decide Spinner's Choice a couple times in the previous matches, but I say we still risk it and let him go first.
I'm pretty happy with the wheel, to be honest.
Yep. You can go first.
All right. Just so Dave spin.
Yeah. And the spin is in. Dave, your first spin lands on Fandom Quotes. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
Let's go again.
All right. You are stuck.
On that one back.
Lands on Star Wars. All right. I'll go ahead and give you your questions in Star Wars, Dave. And to quote Mr. TWOHIG, are you prepared for your questions in Star Wars?
As ever, I'm going to be, yes.
All right. Question number 1. Where is the second Sith Wayfinder that Rey searches for located in The Rise of Skywalker?
In the wreckage of the second Death Star.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. What is the last thing Yoda tells Luke before his death in Return of the Jedi? Five, 4.
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, there is another Skywalker. B, keep the Jedi alive. C, to not be manipulated by save his father.
Cut out.
Yeah, you could.
I'll give you those options again, sorry. A, there is another Skywalker. B, keep the Jedi alive. C, to not be manipulated by the dark side. Or D, to save his father.
A, there is another Skywalker.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, your third question. Who captures the Millennium Falcon immediately after Rey and Finn escape Jakku in The Force Awakens?
Han and Chewie.
That is correct for 2 points. Ties the game with that one. All right, your fourth question. Who directed The Empire Strikes Back?
Irving Kershner.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question in Star Wars. In which Star Wars film does Anakin Skywalker lose his first limb?
Attack of the Clones.
That is correct for 2 points.
With that, he takes the lead 14-10 as we bring back the wheel for Jake spin.
All right, Jake, your first spin is in. It lands on Fandom Oscars. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I mean, this is a retirement match, so the questions...
They shouldn't be, but Koho has abused this category. So
I'm not against going again. Like reverse of the.
Do you want to go again, or you want to try it? We're up. We're only down to 4.
I'm cool going again, to be honest.
Okay, spin again.
Okay, let's spin again.
Okay.
What's your land on opponent's choice now?
So this is what you are stuck with. Lands on Marvel, regular old Marvel.
Sweet. Okay, I put that on the wheel. So.
All right. So I'll give you your questions in Marvel. Jake, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, your first question. In 2002's Spider-Man, what is the name of the doctor who helps Norman test the performance enhancers on himself?
Up the Strong.
That's correct for 2 points.
Finally.
It's true. At the end of Dark Phoenix, Hank takes over as the headmaster of the school. Whose picture does he have on his desk?
Ravens.
That's correct for 2 points. Who does the Silver Surfer bring back to life before going to face Galactus in Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer?
Sue Storm.
That's correct for 2 more points. Your penultimate question in Marvel. How does Whistler supposedly die in Blade?
He commits suicide, shoots himself in the head.
That's correct for 2 points. And your last question in the category of Marvel. What weapon does Colonel Stars and Stripes wield in Kick-Ass 2?
A baseball bat.
That's correct for 2 more points. So, clean sweep of that one makes it 20-14 as we get into round number 3, which is the betting round. And it works like this. We are going to give you the category. You're going to tell us how many points you want to bet between 0 and 2 points. If you get the question right, you'll gain those points. If you get the question wrong, you will lose those points. We go until someone is mathematically eliminated or the score reaches 0. Any questions as we get into round number 3?
No.
All right, then your first category you can bet points on is Planet of the Apes. How much do you want to bet on Planet of the Apes?
Well, we have 8.5 questions in this round, so we need to play
Yes.
this smart. No, so basically, he has to full send it on at least 3 of these questions. I don't think this is one that we have to match him on. But
I
it
think
is
it's just a win for
debut.
a category that I feel really good with, and I don't feel really good with this, so I just play it.
So we will pass until another one, even though I think there'll be very entry level questions. But
Exactly, but you don't want to take a risk.
yeah, we won't risk on this one. Bye.
All right.
Okay.
So we'll get bets starting with Dave
2 points.
and Jake.
0.
All right. Your question, Planet of the Apes. In Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Koba pretends to be dumb and then kills 2 guards. How does he kill them?
This movie slaps.
This movie is very good. Is my 3rd favorite of those 3, but they're all like super close.
My 2nd favorite, but yeah, agreed. They're all like baller movies.
4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Jake for stats,
Shoot some with a machine gun.
and Dave.
Shoots them.
That is correct. So it is now 22-16 as we get to the second question. What is the category, Tim?
The category is Pixar.
Yeah.
I like
Right now,
the
seeing
options.
all the Pixar films, I should be good.
Yeah, we'll bet 2 on this one. Let's just
Yeah.
that means he got 2, so we pretty much will have to bet again probably. But yeah, we're good to lock this one.
All right, we'll get bets starting with Dave.
Yeah, shit a bus. 2.
All right, and Jake.
2.
All right, your question in Pixar. In Up, what does Carl do to be forcibly sent to a retirement home? I'm not the biggest fan of this movie.
I'm not either.
And Nick Twig is wrong.
Nick Twig's love for this movie is rather ridiculous.
The Macaw also likes this movie very much.
I don't get it. I'm sorry. I just don't.
5,
First 20 minutes?
3,
Anything else?
2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Dave.
Nah, nothing. Couldn't pull it.
Okay, and Jake.
He texts a man on the head.
I think we can
That is
accept that
correct.
for 2 points. So Jake gets up to 22.
2,
Dave
2,
down to
14.
14. Yeah.
All right. So your third category you get points on in this round is DreamWorks Animation.
You're muted.
Can I get a score update?
22-14.
Yeah,
I
we're
mean,
done. 0.
I want it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bye.
Okay.
All right. So we'll get bets starting with Jake
0.
and Dave.
2.
All right. And your question in DreamWorks. Who voices Turbo in Turbo? I'm going to jump over the all caps word shit pile.
I didn't like the way that I wrote.
No, I love it. It's just
Turbo in the
shit pile.
I forgot that I did that.
Yeah, I just read it.
I was going a little cuckoo in this doc.
I could tell. You were having some fun.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
All right, so we'll start with Jake for stats.
Ryan Reynolds.
And Dave.
None. I'd forgotten this movie even existed.
I believe that's it.
Right.
Yeah.
And your winner, Jake, the Maestro Maringoni. The answer was indeed Ryan Reynolds. What a game, Tim.
Yeah. I mean, Dave played really well in round 2, but that 5-point deficit coming out of round 1 hurt him in the long run. And then, he just wasn't able to get those last couple questions with betting big points. So that, in the end, that'll affect the way that the outcome comes for sure.
Absolutely. I think both displayed a very valiant effort in this match. But you know what? Unfortunately, only one can win. And unfortunately, one has to step off the singles roster. But would you like to go ahead and do...
Oh, sure. So we will start with Dave. Dave, unfortunately, this loss does mean that you are retired from Fandom singles. How do you feel about the way you played today overall? And just, are there any thoughts that you have about the end here of the match?
No, look, I'm happy enough with round 1. I tried to get too specific with the Middle Earth question. I know it was his son, but I thought you have to the name because obviously there was. Lost the one there. Star Wars, I was always going to get them all right. It annoyed me that I needed to get the multiple choice on that one. I second guessed myself with there. And then come the third round, the betting round, I've got to try and hope that he's going none or gets them wrong and I've got to go for points. It comes up with my worst possible choices on there. The animation's not my best at all. I was hoping for a little bit more favourable with that, like to give me a chance. But yeah, look, Jake's a great competitor. He's proven that through the years in all the divisions that's going there. I was shocked as hell to find out he's in a retirement match. He does not deserve to be in a retirement match at all. I thought I was already retired when we said, you've got a match, you're going to be in a retirement match. I'm coming out of retirement to be in a retirement match. Yeah, look, I've had a blast. I've got some questions right. I've got some wrong.
Yeah. Are there any? I cut out there. Are there any hopes to maybe find a partner, make a team, and try that at the teams division?
I did have one. Me and Isaac Horvath were the Knights of Knee at one point. I don't know. Maybe I'll reach out to him. The problem is, and a little bit worse than Jake is, because Jake's obviously in his time zone. Mine drops right into silly o'clock. I mean, it's 1:30 in the morning for me here. Yeah, I know it's
Woof.
Jake. It's early morning for Jake, but I've been up since anyway.
Yeah.
No violins. I'm not stopping being with the community. I take part here and there. I'll throw my hat in every now and again for something, but by and large, the time zones just never really work out for me. It's a shame.
Sure. Yeah, it's a shame. We liked having you here. If you do decide to, make a team, and we will definitely make that work for you. But we appreciate you coming today and playing, and hopefully we'll see you again soon in some other divisions. But with that, we will move over to the winners today. Jake, you got a perfect round 1 in round 1. You've joined that club, not the official club with the extra point, but you still did get the first 10 questions correct. How are you feeling about A, not being retired, and B, doing as well as you did in the match?
But you want to start or just?
All I'm asking is Fandom, do this man a favor and hey, give him another weaker opponent so he can actually have a 500 record. In Warzone, when you go below, we give you some easy layup so you can become normal, not Eli McCake for the third time, please. No, I think Jake played really great. Jake, actually, I don't think missed a question besides that question.
Yeah. Correct.
Is that right? So,
correct.
So he played a perfect game pretty much today, and yes, the questions were a little bit on the easier side, but like overall, he's also killed it in teams this season with Antonio. They've played really hard teams, and he's held his own every time he's played. He just has so much knowledge, and it benefits him for being able to play and correctly guess on certain things. Am I breaking up? I think I'm breaking up.
No, you're
good.
Oh, okay. But no, Jake has been part of my faction since day one. I think he's a great player, and I think next season he could start taking. It will never be his primary focus. He will never go for the title probably in this league, but he wants to have a winning record. He wants to have fun in this. He finally got a Spider-Man question. That was the real victory of today. He got a Spider-Man question. So, other than that, I am excited to see what Jake does next season in Fandom. How are you feeling overall, Jake?
I have fun. I haven't won in like over 2 years in singles. Like I was 1-3 going into this match. My one win was against RJ, which is pretty crazy. But like it's been a while since I've been on the winning side, and I'm just happy that I get it. Retirement match questions are going to be easier for your retirees, and I at least had fun just answering the questions. I'm glad I got that Spider-Man question. When I hit Marvel, I was like, I should feel pretty good. It's like something I'm a big fan of Marvel. Just regular Marvel, not MCU. But it's just feel good. I just want to let's get to 500 now. Someone, I don't know, whoever's in another retirement match and then one or whatever's close in that area. I'm just happy that I did good enough in this match, and all that Pixar setting, all the 3-4 Pixar films I watched yesterday did not pay off at all. But say I'll carry that knowledge into the next match.
Other people that have won retirement matches this season, you've got your Jay Burnses, you got your Jim Greens. I'm trying to remember who the one that we just filmed. Zadius. Zadius. So any of those interest you?
We'll play Zadius. Or we'll play Jim. Yeah. Either one's fine with us. Yeah. Why not play Jim?
I think we can make that work.
Can we play Koho's hat?
Unfortunately not.
Koho's hat, we get to light it on fire?
Unfortunately not.
It looks like Bobby D from Dirty Grandpa. I'm just going to say that. I typed it, but I'm going to say it again.
He looks like a Cuban drug dealer that's retiring in my life.
He looks like this, in Scarface, like he's selling some coke behind the gas station. Like, I don't trust the man.
Well, all right. Well, guys, congrats on the win. Congrats on the near perfect game. Really, really good job today. And I'll bring back in Mr. Koho for our final thoughts. What you got?
Listen, I look like Bobby D, and I'll take that as an absolute win. I think this was a great match. Both guys played a really good game. It's unfortunate to see one go. I really do hope we do see Dave back in teams. It'll be really nice. But it's also really nice as someone who's like been here as a host since season 1 to see Jake get that second win. He's a guy that's been around here for a long time and put in a lot of work to see him get that win. It is a nice, gratifying to see another win in the win column for him. But great match from both of them, and I'm excited to see potentially Jake v Jim would be really fun to watch.
It'll be a fun match.
But yeah, I think that's going to do it for us here. So for everyone here, that has been Jake, that has been Dave, that has been Tim, I've been Caleb. This has been Phantom Fights, and we'll see you guys real soon with another great match.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh? Good.